Hey guys, and welcome to another weekly update video on our Great New Horizons series. This is episode number 15, and it's actually been a long time since the last video. Uh, I've I've been playing a little bit for the past few weeks, so I have a bunch of stuff to show you guys. So yeah, let's get into it. Also, another thing, I'm still with the microphone issues. Um, Related with static sound. I already located the source. It's caused by my own PC. I guess my graphics card just is making static sound with kind of conflicting with my sound card. So yeah, that's a little bit annoying, but there's not really much I can do regarding that unless I get a new mic. And while this headset mic it's good. Um, Basically, my computer doesn't really like it very much, so yeah, I get a lot of static noise, and basically I'm forced to use the noise suppression of my sound card, and what ends up happening is that my voice isn't really that clear anymore since it's removing the sound. It's a little bit unfortunate, but it's a drawback that I'll have to take for now. I'd really like to get a new microphone, but the thing is, I don't really have any uses for it. I don't really use the microphone that much, so I don't really want to spend a lot to get a decent microphone. So I'm probably going to keep using this one for now. So yeah, sorry about that, guys, but it will have to continue for the time being. But yeah, let's get on with the updates. First of all, these new machines here. This is actually for the lathe blocks, for the core blocks, which are used to build some of the stuff in our new base. But I'll show you guys in a bit. But yeah, as you guys also might notice, the terminals are gone from here, and now we are requiring a lot of power into our ME system. That's something we'll have to look into very soon because those ones don't really support it anymore. And as you guys might also know, our benzene setup is gone. But yeah, the plan is not going to be to moving to the void. Like I've said previously, we are not going to the void. We are going to send the overworld, and I'm slowly moving moving the stuff to new buildings. These ones I could already have moved, but yeah, for now I'm just placing them here, and for the new machines I'm placing them in a new building. So yeah. So where are our terminals now? Under the bridge, basically. Basically under the bridge. I also have a task list or stuff I have to do. I've been processing some resources. A bunch of saltpeter here. We don't really care about saltpeter, so let's put it there. And the bauxite can come with me. This one goes there. But yeah, as you guys can see, a lot of resources I've been processing. I'm processing a lot of bauxite because we are running low on titanium. And this setup will change in the next version. That's another thing that I'll also want to talk with you guys about at the end of the video. So yeah, let's process our bauxite. This will give us some rutile, some other stuff as well, but we're more interested in the rutile right now. And yeah, up here, basically all the same. I guess everything here is also basically the same. I overclocked our distillation tower for fuel since we are running a lot of EV or not EV but HV combustion right now. So this is actually getting used up a little bit faster than before. Not right now, I guess, because our vacuum freezer and blast furnace are not running. But when those turn on, we run through that stuff quite a bit. And yeah, most of the stuff is basically the same, I guess. yeah, nothing new on this side. No new machines. Down here, I guess I have an EV cutting machine and some Plain Energy 6 auto crafting. We are crafting the circuits right now and some of the other components as well. Basically, I've added a bunch of stuff into our auto crafting, and well, I'm keeping expanding it because yeah, we are going to need a lot of resources, right? So yeah, I think it's time to head upstairs. That's where the main changes happened. So, well, first let's sleep since it's nighttime. And yeah, time to show you guys the new base, which might not be the prettiest, but yeah. So this is our entry base. It's not complete. I just finished it. Finished this part like 10 minutes ago, so it's pretty fresh at the press. But yeah, as you guys can see, there are a few new buildings. I'll show you guys in a minute. But yeah, in this part here, of course, as I've said, this is not finished. This will be changed. The paths are missing as well, and so on. I guess I'll start. I'll start chronologically. I'll do this chronologically. So first, I built this, which is our chemical building. So this will mainly be just for LCRs. We have a few of them here. This one is making a hydrochloric. This is for ammonia. This is for ammonium chloride, which we use in the plotline. I will show you guys also in the bit. It's up there. But yeah, after that, after finishing this building, I started on this one. And this will be our power gen building. This one is pretty big. I was actually going to... This was going to be smaller at first, but on my last playthrough, as you guys might remember if you watched that series, I basically had no space to do power gen. So this time I wanted to make sure I had a really big space for our stuff. So yeah, we have our benzene setup, and this has space to house another 3 more industrial coke ovens, so we can do a quad of those. We also have basically these machines are the ones which were downstairs for the benzene. They are the same. And we also have here gas turbine. I haven't really needed to turn this on yet. We're not really using that much power yet, even with the plot line running. I think it's running. I'm not sure. But yeah, so basically right now we are just using this turbo gas turbine, which produces 1 amp of EV power. It's not that much, and it's probably not really that efficient compared with the gas turbine. But this way we are not really using the durability on our turbine, and the benzene is basically free. So yeah, that does a lot of noise. After that, I worked on that building, but since we are here, I can go through the farms. The farms were pretty annoying, to get. I mean, you guys can look at this one. This is not really my style of farming. It looks like we lost one here. Guess I'll have to. I mean, we lost some more here, but I'll explain you guys a little bit more about the backstory of this. Basically, these sugar beets, these ones are for oxygen. They are really good source of oxygen. That's why we only have this many, not the full field, because they give a lot of oxygen, like a lot, and we are working on that somewhere there. So yeah, but at first I was going to plant them in this field here, but this biome is kind of shit, as well, I've talked with you guys before. This biome is pretty bad, even for the humidity. That's why my water tanks are here. I mean, these two are not really used anymore. I don't think they are not really used. They are still going downstairs for something, but I'm not really sure what. Something must be that's using the water from there, but it doesn't really mind. It doesn't really matter either way. Um, So yeah. Basically, I couldn't plant the crops here, so I have to move them over here to this biome. And of course, we are still missing the paths for everything. Basically, I haven't really touched the paths. We, I still need to work on that, but yeah. But after this, I needed some chlorine because I actually have a chlorine source. Now it's a little bit better. I can show you guys. We have this oil drilling rig. This is a tier 2, and this is full. Um, and I don't know why that replayed, but okay. So I'm mining now this chunk here, which is pretty good actually for moon standards. Before I was working on this one here, which is now at 12, but it was at 84. And this one was pretty bad, like very bad. It took more than a full 64 cells to get like alpha super tank full. So it wasn't really doing much. So I had to search for a new saltwater thingy. And yeah, this one is working much better, and we should still have a bunch to go through. And also the other one, this one is salt root. The what it gives is the salty root, and this is used for chlorine. I actually planted this because, like I've said, the salt water was not really being enough. So I started to work on this farm, but this biome is still not really enough, and not really just the biome, but the altitude as well. So we are pretty low. The crops max out at 128 altitude or YOL level. But yeah. So I had to plant this here because the stats are really not good. That's why they are, well, they have space to breathe, I guess, for the air quality stat. Because if it got too low, they basically would not grow, they would die. That's pretty annoying. And that's why some of the spots here don't really have anything, because there are other factors that influence this, like the stone. They have to have 4 levels of dirt underneath, and some of them don't really have that. Like all in these ones, we have our item pipes for the barrels, so this row basically ends up having nothing because the pipe runs through, and that makes it so it's not enough for them to grow. So yeah, it's really hard to grow these ones we got without them dying, at least in this biome. So yeah, I had to make do with this. We actually all get a lot, like a lot from this. This filled up like 8,000 in like an hour or two. It was pretty fast, so not really complaining about the speed on those. But it's just kind of annoying because I wished I could get the full field and not just like half of it, or more or less, a little bit less, I guess, than that. But yeah. And this building will be mainly our autocrafting and processes building. So on the ground floor, we'll be having mainly autocrafting and some passive stuff. We have here some EV stuff for the autocrafting. And around here we have the more fun stuff. I've left some space between these ones because some of them will be replacing with the multi-blocks when they are done and released in the next update of GTNH. So yeah, we got the sugar bits to sugar. This is a pretty good recipe. It's 1 to 8. And then we electrolyze this, the sugar. And this is also a pretty good recipe because it's 32. And it might look like a lot, but we get a lot of this from the sugar bit, so it's not really a problem. And from this we get the useless water, which we don't need, some carbon, which is always nice, and a bunch, like a ton of oxygen. So yeah, this is the main part we care about. And yeah, we trash the water. The carbon goes into the ME system, and we have here a super tank full of oxygen. On this side, it's kind of similar, but for salt water. This, of course, comes from the moon. I have two super tanks, which I swap. Yeah, the salt water basically gives us sodium hydroxide, which we are storing there behind in the barrel. Chlorine, of course, and the hydrogen. I made this initially just for the chlorine, which we have a full super tank of, but I ended up setting this to void access because we have no hydrogen, because we use a lot of hydrogen for the ammonia, which is used for the plot line. So yeah. Also, another thing that I had to take into account when getting this building, which, by the way, was actually going to be taller than this, but smaller on the sides. This ended up being a little bit too big. Um, so yeah, it should be like from there to kind of here. But I ended up going a little bit bonkers with this. One of the important things was that I needed some space for conduits. If I wanted to have multiple floors, I needed some space for conduits and cables and so on. So that's why I have a big intermediate level or floor with 3 heights. So we can in the future have the active transformers around here. It will probably still be a little bit cramped, but we'll make it work, I guess, somehow. And moving on to the top, we have our plot line. Of course, this is just the platinum part of it, which is the one I can do right now. We have, of course, the Aqua Regia. This is full. Why is it stopped? It should have been stopped. Oh. It's already done? Oh, it's already done, I guess. I wasn't expecting this to be already done. But yeah, basically we get this is for the nitric acid. Platinum concentrate here. This processes stuff, gets us the platinum thingies that mix with the calcite here. That the thing that needs to be recycled comes here. Platinum comes out of here, goes into the ME system. The stuff that can be recycled from this step goes into the sifter. From the sifter to the blast furnace, and the blast furnace gets us a little bit more of the platinum metallic powder dust, which starts up the process again. As you guys might know, this is not enough to keep this going infinitely, or indefinitely. So yeah, it stopped now. I actually thought it should keep going for a little bit longer because I had a lot of platinum to process. But yeah, we now have like 5 stacks, one more stack here. And I basically was running out of platinum, so yeah, this is basically the main reason why I rushed the platinum line, because we were desperately needing it, especially for the applied energy 6 as well. Some of the components were crafting required some platinum. And also, I upgraded the blast furnace. I completely forgot about that. And this platinum I did manually through this. So I have a little bit of ammonium chloride here left. But yeah, basically did the platinum for these coils. They are manually, which was a pain. But yeah. So yeah, plans moving forward. I just want to talk a little bit about stuff that we'll be doing and stuff that is not doing so well anymore. So for the stuff we'll be doing, probably for the next week, keep expanding into the EV tier. trying to get to Mars, but I don't think we'll be able to get the tier 2 rocket soon. So that will probably have to wait a little bit more. I'll have to check on that. And maybe move some of the plastics to here. Like the polyethylene and the PTFE to here. That would be cool. Some Tomcraft would also be pretty cool, since I think we should be at the stage where we can automate some of the stuff, some of the Tomcraft stuff with the applied energetics, so that will also be nice. And some stuff we'll have to check on that. But yeah, mainly this is what I want to talk today. I also wanted to give a little bit of update on the server. It's not really much of a server right now, it's more like a single player, since most of our players left at this point, even from the Discord. So they are I don't think they'll be coming back anytime soon. Basically all of these guys left. Nugar of course left Discord. Sinalik is not really playing anymore, same for Henry. And Mark left the Discord, Marcel as well. El Bento Enrique just disappeared, I guess. Cyborg left the Discord as well as the what, but he was not really playing. And yeah, Manga still is still is in the Discord, but he only played once, so I don't suspect he'll be coming back anytime soon. So yeah, that's mainly it, if I had to say. As for me, I plan to continue playing this pack. There were a lot of cool in-game changes in GTNH, so I really want to explore those. So yeah, that's what my aim is for this pack, basically. Maybe the Stargate, I mentioned the Stargate in one of the previous episodes, I think. I still want to do the Stargate, but well, it's harder now, and it requires a ridiculous amount of stuff. So yeah, I'm not sure if we will get to that stage or not. But for now, this is it. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. If you guys want, for some reason, to join the server, we are still accepting new players, but just keeping in mind that it will probably just be me playing. And yeah, basically that's it. Hope you guys have enjoyed it, and see you guys next time. Bye bye.